Hello, welcome to Economics. This is the third lecture of data analytics using Excel. So Economics is an international research and data analytics company serving knowledge across 156 countries. As of August 2024, we are registered under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, MSME, Government of India. Data analytics is a certificate course. If you want to know more about it, please comment down below, DM us on a social media. Our social media is Economics. You will find us on Facebook and Instagram, or you can WhatsApp us. And the details are all down in the description box. Now let's begin. So the book which I am following for this study, please a second. The book which I'm following for this course is Excel 101, Excel 101, the basic and beyond. It is authored by me and my co-author Jyoti Agarwal and is being currently edited by Ankita Singh. We are now going to proceed with the next part, which is mathematical functions. So the mathematical functions which we are going to work with today are basically addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, learn equation building, percentage, and growth. So there are many more many more mathematical functions which you can learn. But once you get your hands-on with the basics, I think remaining functions will be just a snap. Okay, so let's begin with addition. So first we have to understand that if you type anything with beginning with an is equal to sign, Excel takes it as a command. However, if you simply write, let's say I am writing sum, okay? So it is taking it as a command. But similarly, if I type sum, but without the is equal to sign, Excel will take it as a text, okay? So there are two things which we need to learn before we proceed further, because I believe from this lecture onwards, we have interesting things. So firstly, there are two types of data. First type of data is known as qualitative data. If I can present a PPT, probably I will show you a PPT. Okay, I cannot find a PPT, so I'll just say, okay. So there are two types of data. First is known as the qualitative type, and second is known as the quantitative type. So qualitative type of data is basically data which can be represented in a text format, such as male, female, such as colors of flowers, such as seasons, anything which is, can be represented in text format is known as qualitative data. The second type of data is known as quantitative type of data. Quantitative type of data is data which can be represented in absolute numbers, such as cash in hand, cash in bank, height, weight, age, anything apart from text data. So anything which can be represented in numbers is known as quantitative type of data, and anything that can be represented in text is known as qualitative type of data. I hope this was clear. If not, please comment down below. I will get back to you. Okay. So we have understood the two types of data. We have understood that if you type is equal to sign in front, Excel takes it as a command. If you type a command without the is equal to sign, Excel takes it as a text. Okay. So if you want Excel to understand a command as a command, you have to and must put the is equal to sign. So now let's begin with addition. So addition basically means 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. In a lot of textbooks, a lot of statisticians, they believe summation is a statistical format, and they do not basically, summation cannot be clubbed with mathematical functions. However, to keep things simple, I am going to teach you addition and summation together, because addition also means summation and summation also means addition. Okay. So there are two methods to it. First, is equal to, click on the first cell. For me, the first cell is Excel, and click on Shift plus and click on the second cell and enter. We get 12. Repeating, is equal to, select the first cell, type plus, click on the second cell, enter. We get our value. So obviously, similarly, double clicking it through or click and drag, you will get the answers for everything. Now let's say how summation works. Is equal to SUM, short form for summation. Open bracket, either you double click the drop down or you simply type sum and open bracket and then click and drag. So basically you need to select all the values you want. If you want two values, you have to click and drag through the two values. If you want more than two values, you have to click and drag all those values. Okay. And close bracket and enter. Okay. So I'm repeating, is equal to SUM, sum, open bracket, select the cells, close bracket and enter. Okay. Now, that's about it. Two methods. One is this and the other method is this. So here also we can do a sum, select and drag, close bracket, enter. I am assuming sum is easy, so there was no confusion. Let's move to the next topic, that is subtraction. So okay. So for subtraction, obviously the first method is relatively simple, which is equal to, click on the cell, big amount, big number, minus, type minus, select the second cell and enter. Okay. So we got it. Now let's say I am doing over here and let's say that we want to do the small number minus the big number. So we should get a minus sign in front. Is equal to, let's say 2 minus 3. That is B2 minus A2. So we got a minus 1. This is plus 1 because it was 3 minus 1, and this is minus 1 because it is 2 minus 1. So if you are new, or assuming that since it is beginners and I'm assuming we have a lot of viewers, we are extremely at the grassroots level. So I'm just saying, please don't get offended if you already know this. So if you do a bigger number minus a smaller number, you get a positive answer. If you do a smaller number minus a bigger number, you get a negative answer. Okay. Okay. So now, so generally in most of the textbooks, they say that the command which I'm going to talk about right now is used for complex numbers, but it very well works for normal numbers too. So even in class, when I teach, I don't really say about this command, but here I would take the effort to explain the command is equal to IMSUB. IMSUB. Okay. Open bracket, click on the first cell, comma, click on the second cell, close bracket, enter. Okay. So obviously we should get the same answer for column C and column D. However, I am repeating. Okay. Is equal to IMSUB, open bracket, select the first cell, comma, select the second cell, close bracket, enter. Okay. Very interesting thing about Excel is if you type a command, it automatically intimates you what you're supposed to do. So it instructs you. See, you have typed IMSUB, then you're supposed to put a bracket. Now, see, you haven't added the first number, so that number is in bold. And then they are saying put a comma and then the second number. So it is very easy if you say that I am not able to recall the commands, it's okay. Even if you remember a little bit and type it automatically, it gives you a list, you select it, and then it gives you instructions what you're supposed to select next and what you're supposed to type next. Okay, so here selecting this number, comma, this number, close bracket, and enter. So again, in subtraction, we learned two methods. One is select the first cell minus the second cell, and second is IMSUB, select the first number, comma, the second number. In the first method, we learned first number minus the second number. In the second method, we learned first number, comma, second number. Okay, let's move to multiplication. So again, for multiplication, we have two methods. One is the simple method, is equal to select the first cell, asterisk, second cell, enter. Repeating, is equal to select the first cell, click on asterisk, second cell, enter. Okay, so it should not be a problem over here. Now let's do and learn the third method. The second method for multiplication is equal to PRODUC, product, open bracket, select all the numbers you want. Select and drag, close and enter. Okay. Okay. So a thing which many of my young students face problem with is understanding how to select and how to select and drag. For repeating the formula. One is select and drag to select the cell, and the second method is to select and drag to repeat the formula. When you have this Y plus sign, you are selecting the cells. Okay, but when you click on a cell and bring your cursor to the bottom and the white plus sign changes to black bold plus sign, that means it's repeating the formulae. But if it is a white plus sign and you're selecting and dragging, then you're simply selecting. Okay, you're simply selecting. You're not repeating the formula. You're simply selecting over here. But if you put your cursor on the right and pull and drag, you are basically repeating the formula in the remaining cells. I hope that was understood. You were able to understand what I was trying to say over here. Is equal to PRODUCT, product, open bracket, select the range of cells, close bracket, and enter. Okay. Okay. Again, if you get E plus something, it simply means that it is a big number and a positive number. Okay. Big number. Basically, it's a big number, but what am I supposed to say? Basically, it's a big number which is not being able to display itself. So if you increase the size of your cell, you will be able to see what it is, what the number basically is. So basically it's a huge number, okay? Just about it. So if it is E plus, it means it's a positive huge number. E stands for exponential. So it's huge. It is not being visible. Whenever the number becomes such as this, as in hashtags, which means that the cell width isn't enough for you to display the number. Okay. For example, I'm just letting this one be over here, not bothering it much. Let's say, for example, over here, I am reducing the size of my, okay, so 8 is there, but I want to write something like 987, no, 987. See, so what happens? It is becoming hashtag. So if you want to see what is written, you're supposed to increase the width and it will display itself. Okay. So whenever there is a hashtag, it basically means that the width of the cell isn't sufficient to show the number. You're supposed to increase the width of the cell. On the other hand, E means exponential, and exponential means it is numerically large number, which is impossible to display, and hence it has been written as plus E. Okay. I hope it is okay. Okay. So now let's move to divisions. Okay. So for division, there are two methods. Yeah, I know so far we have been learning two methods. But for division, when I say there are two methods, I mean in real life, when we do mathematics using pen and paper, even then we have two methods. One in which we get the decimal places. So it can be using a long method or a short method. Generally in the short method division, you get the decimal places, whereas when you use the long division method, you generally end up with a remainder. Okay, so let's learn both the method in Excel. So let's learn the easier method first, is equal to, in which you will get the decimal. 75, A2, select the cell, use the slash, uh, select the divisor and enter. So you got 37.5. Okay, very good. Repeating, is equal to, select the dividend, divide it with the divisor, and you will get your decimal valued answer or the quotient. Okay, now let's learn. My laptop is running out of charge. Okay, so we don't have much left, but still. Okay, now let's say I'll just copy the headings from here. Okay, or probably I'll copy the table from here itself. It is easier for me that way. Okay, so this we have learned. Here I will show you. Okay, so let's take a look at this question now. So we have learned this method in which you do by and you get a decimal value. So we got the decimal answer over here. Now let's take a look when we want the quotient and the remainder separately and we are not looking for a decimal answer. So what we'll do is equal to, type int, open bracket, select the first number by, select the divisor, close bracket and enter. So you got 16 And now let's look and try to figure out the remainder. Is equal to MOD, open bracket, select the first cell, comma, select the divisor, close bracket, and enter. So the remainder was 1. Repeating. If you want just the quotient and not a decimal quotient, you will type INT, open bracket, select the dividend by, select the divisor, close bracket, and enter. Okay. When you want the remainder, you will type MOD, open bracket, select the dividend, comma, select the divisor, close bracket, and enter. Okay. Okay. So here you got some zero values, which basically means you do not have a remainder. Let's take a look at equation building or equation framing. So here we are looking into BODMAS. So BODMAS stands for brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Okay, so BODMAS. Now, let's take a look. The question is serial number 1 into serial number 2 plus serial number 3 minus serial number 4. If we had to do this manually, we would have had to solve first the bracket, then we had to do the multiplication and then the subtraction. But since this is Excel and Excel will do all the work for me, so what are we going to do? We are going to type the equation as written. So what we'll do is equal to first serial number 1 into open bracket serial number 2 plus serial number 3 close bracket minus serial number 4. Enter. Okay. So we see the function over here. The formula bar displays the formula. Okay. So that's about it. Let's try just one more and then we will move to percentage. Hopefully my laptop will not give up. We still have 17%. Okay. Is equal to serial number 1 by open bracket serial number 2 plus serial number 3 close bracket, enter. So assuming that it was easy and you did not face any problems. Now let's move to percentage. So percentage is basically, for example, if you have scored, let's say 40 out of 50. So you will do 40 by 50 into 100%. Okay. So what we'll do, basically division and multiplication is equal to 4 by 55, enter. So what we see a decimal place. Now you will say percentage. So basically it should be in percentage units, right? So we'll select the cell, go to home and change the format from general to percent. Okay, we'll change the format from general to percentage is equal to first cell by the second cell, enter and change it to percentage. Okay, so now we have 7.27%, 3.45%, so on and so forth. So again, I am assuming this did not create any confusion or errors because it is pretty simple. So what I like to do is complete the entire column and then select it and in a single go change it to percent. So you do not have to do it manually all the time. Now, what if you know that the percentage is 55%? Let's say that percentage is 55%. Total marks was 400. So what is the total marks secured in the examination? I am repeating the question. So the percentage scored in an examination was 55%. The total marks of the examination was 400. So what is the total marks secured? Okay, so I'll just change my values over here as per my question to get an answer. Right? Mm. Okay, so what did I do? Multiplied both the numbers and then divided it by 100. So it becomes 222. So 220. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now let's move to growth. So growth is basically very similar to, so these formulas, even though I am talking about growth, you can use it for selling price, cost price, listing price, profit calculation, loss calculation, percentage calculation, a lot of things. Since I am an economist and mostly I do handle growth rates and growths a lot. So that's the reason. Just a second, I need to plug my laptop. Okay, so for this one, we will look into growth percent. Okay, so how do we calculate the growth percent? We do old, new minus old by O into 100. If you just want growth, then obviously you don't have to do growth into 100. But if you want growth rate, then you have to. So here you will do is equal to new minus old by old, and that is your growth. Okay, I am repeating, is equal to new minus old by old, enter. So we got our growth rates. Now you might ask why I have left this one blank, because obviously we do not have the data for 15, 16. If we would have the data, we could have filled it. But for growth, always the first value is left blank. Now let's change them to percentage to get the growth rate. Okay, so these are the growth rate, and this is obviously a negative, hence negative growth rate. So in this lecture, we learned the two types of addition methods, two types of subtraction method, two types of multiplication method, decimal division, long division with quotient and remainder. We learned equation building, equation solving. We learned about percentage, and we learned about growth. If the video was helpful, if you liked something new, if you learned something new and or brushed your old knowledge, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video, next lecture. And if you have any doubts or you want to know about the course or about anything in the entire world, please get in touch. Thank you. See you soon. Until next time. Bye.